really should just get a MagSafe stand. Funny enough, I got one for my car in preparation for possible possibly doing this in the car. But I use but a lot as a instead of and shit. I use but. Let's get to the point. The inspiration for another video and inspiration and motivation for consistency on this is just the fact that I was already wanting to. My goal was to do one every single day of this year. And that didn't happen because it's not January 1st when you're seeing this video. But that doesn't mean it still can't happen the rest of the year. Maybe a year is 2027, regardless. Today, Kai Sanat, Kai Sanat, however you say it, I don't even remember what the right way to say it is. He dropped his secret YouTube channel, and it was only secret because he didn't tell nobody about it. But once he did, everybody flocking because he's Kai, and he's doing a lot of stuff that, the video that I started this channel with, where I was just reading out loud, and he's doing that, and not for the same reasons because, not for the same reasons. He was reading out loud to practice being a better speaker. I think that I'm a good speaker. I just think that the art and the talent of reading out loud is a regressed skill of mine because I just don't do it anymore. And I wanted to read it out loud, one, because of that, and two, I don't know, it just feels different when you read something out loud. When you read something out loud, you intake it more and you understand it more because you have to speak it at a listener's pace. So it allows you to listen better, slows things down. And it was the best way to show y'all the passage that I read. And that book is still right here. I haven't read that book since. Crazy, I know. But I have a lot of books, and I got a consumption problem. Good or bad, it may be. I'm trying to hone it in. And one of the ways is by doing stuff like this, which I've also said in one of the videos in the past. I want to produce, I want to create, and I have a lot of resistance in myself to do that. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff that's just about consistency, and the little by little by little by little by little helps you build and helps it become something that doesn't take so much friction to jump into. And I really want to get into that. One of the next videos that I'll do, I'm already thinking of plenty of them, and I have plenty of them thought of already in the backlog in terms of stuff that I feel would fit this format and allow me to release things and allow me to rant, but also ramble to figure out certain structure, because I can talk like this and I can sound coherent and sometimes feel like I'm on the same train driving on the tracks. But that is a way for me, currently I'm processing everything and I have all the ideas in my head, and a lot of times, again, I've said this before, I think on one of these videos, but a lot of the times I have it up here and the solidification and the full understanding of something that I think, this is a thought, this is something that, an opinion that I have, a feeling that I have, and I feel it, and sometimes it'll just leave me in a couple days, or it'll leave me and not come back for a couple months. But whenever I do something like this, or I talk to somebody about something, it solidifies and it helps me define my opinions and connect dots on things that I learned and ways that I can express things clearer, especially because I talk to people a lot, like my nephew, and I was like, I like to be precise with my words to prevent any confusion and misunderstandings. But there are some interactions to where I say something and I'm like, dang, that is not. I'm about precision. There, that's kind of weird that I got that out of there, and then that's another learning lesson. And the same thing with my thoughts. I say something out loud, expressing something that I think or something that I feel, and it's like, that didn't feel. I didn't. That sentence didn't match exactly what I thought. And sometimes you just have to pause, and I do pause and think about what's the best way to say it, sometimes for the audience, but sometimes for me, in terms of I know that this can be misinterpreted because of yada yada yada. Connecting to something on my drive back home, in Kendrick's song Reincarnated, he says, oh, what did he say? He said, well, I took a screenshot of it because this is why, these are the reasons why I want to do stuff like this, to recall that stuff more accurately, because I am quickly being able to express it or have that thought solidify a lot better. But essentially, I'm paraphrasing. I'm just trying to think of the exact lyrics, but he's basically saying when you start diminishing what words mean, then words mean nothing. And I feel that. There's all these different words and all these different reasons for the different words, like all the smarty pants words, all the aristocratic words are like Greek based, and all the normal words everybody can understand words are like Germanic. And that's a oversimplification. And I love etymology and different lexicons and vernaculars and things like, I love that. It's not something that I'm gonna go to school for, but it's something that I always absorb when the information is present, or I'll go search up certain things. Getting back on the tracks. The the words are important, and as society we can change the meaning of words because I mean they're constructs anyway. But if we do that, then what is truth? If we do that, then what is real? Because if we can change, if there's no rigidness to any of our constructs, then what's the point of having them? That felt like a good place to end. I mean, I felt satisfying as a finish, like a swish in a hoop, or I don't know, finishing a mission, completing a level. That felt, I don't know. I can't understand. I can't like conceptualize why that just felt like I should just end there. I don't even know if I came full circle to anything, and that's my problem. Let me try. Let me try to wrap this all up into something that's cohesive. Ready? I was inspired to act because seeing Kai do something after I had already started doing it was validating and cool to see, and encouragement for me to keep going doing this, because just like he was doing it for him, and then he revealing it to others because like whatever reason, like he's scared or he wanted to just, I don't know, but for whatever reason, it's the same thing. I'm doing this for me. This isn't actually supposed to get monetized, but this is something that if the algorithm does what the algorithm does, you're watching this video. And one day the algorithm might get super, super good to where a video like this from a random channel with, I don't even know why do I have subscribers? Why do I have subscribers? And that whole, okay, reel it back in. I was inspired to act. I was validated by seeing Kai, one of the biggest people in media right now and pop culture right now, in terms of, especially, I mean, honestly, not even just black, but like young culture, hip culture, pop culture, young pop culture, him doing it. And it was something that, an idea that I already had. And of course, no ideas are original in terms of like you're the only one that thought of it. It's more like I should do it myself. Like this is something that I already wanted to do, but it's just the act of doing it, and seeing him do that was enough motivation, validation for me to come do this as well, to get a video out and get it posted, and to continue and to keep continuing. So hopefully this is video 1 of 365. I should see you tomorrow.